Welcome back to Top Words. My name is Alicia, and today we're going to be talking about the top 20 useful phrases for a hair salon. Okay, the first expression is, I would like a simple haircut. I would like a simple haircut. Okay, this is a very basic phrase that expresses that you want just a trim, essentially. You don't want to make any crazy new styles. You want your existing style, but just a little bit shorter. So you can use this, I'd like a simple haircut expression. Next is, can I have a shave? Can I have a shave? So can I have a shave typically refers to shaving the hair on someone's face. So you probably don't want to ask for this if you're going into a hairdresser's to get the hair on your head cut. There are some styles that use razors and so on for like the back of the head or maybe the side of the head to create interesting designs. So you can ask for those things specifically, but generally when we say shave something, it refers to the hair on the face. Okay, let's head to the next expression. I have to visit the stylist. I have to visit the stylist. You can use this expression to tell someone else about your plans to visit your hairstylist. So stylist here means hairstylist. You can use either word, but stylist is just a little bit shorter. So I have to visit the stylist. I need a haircut. Okay, next is I need to speak to the hairdresser. I need to speak to the hairdresser. All right, so hairdresser is a little bit of an old-fashioned word. You might hear hairstylist or a stylist or maybe something else. But generally, when you need to speak to a hairdresser, it's because you have some idea for something you want to do with your hair. Maybe you want to make a new color, or maybe you want to create a new style for yourself or use some specific kind of technique. Either way, you need to consult with your hairdresser or your hairstylist. You can use this expression to do that. I want to try something different today. I want to try something different today. So when you come to the hair salon or your stylist's shop, you can express to them, I want to try something different today, to mean you want to be a little bit more adventurous with your haircut. This means you're open to their opinions and their ideas. So if you feel comfortable asking your hairstylist their opinion, you can say, I want to try something a little different today. Next is, can I request a different shampoo? Can I request a different shampoo? So when you go to the hair salon and it's time to shampoo your hair, you might have specific needs for your hair or your skin, or maybe you have an allergy to a certain ingredient, whatever. If you need to request something else be used from what the hairstylist typically uses, you can use this expression. Of course, you can change a shampoo for a conditioner or a treatment or color or whatever it is you need. Next is, my hair is damaged. Can I have it fixed? My hair is damaged. Can I have it fixed? Okay, so if your hair has damage, that means maybe it's dry or there are split ends, maybe it has damage from the sun, whatever. If you want to make it clear to your hairstylist that your hair has some damage and you want a little bit of extra treatment for it, you can use this expression. My hair is damaged. Can I have it fixed? Next is, I'd just like a trim. I would just like a trim. Okay, the most basic request at a hair salon is just a trim. You don't even have to say, I would. You can just say, just a trim, please, or even a trim, please. That means I want just a little bit removed from my current hairstyle, just a tiny bit. So just a trim is the most basic and probably most common request you can have ready when you go to the hair salon. Okay, next expression is, could you cut a little bit more? Could you cut a little bit more? All right, at native speed, this could you cut a little bit more means could you please cut a little bit more of my hair? So use this when the hairstylist has already cut some of your hair and you want it a little bit shorter. You want a little bit more hair to be cut off. Could you cut a little bit more? Next expression is, could you straighten my hair? Could you straighten my hair? Okay, so to straighten your hair means to make your hair straight, to use a hair iron or use something to create straight hair from wavy or curly hair. If you want your stylist to finish your hair and make it look straight, you can use this expression. Could you straighten my hair? Make sure to say straighten, not straight, but could you straighten my hair? Okay, next expression is, I don't have an appointment. Do you have time today? I don't have an appointment. Do you have time today? So if you decide on the day that you need to go to the hairstylist, you can call them or maybe drop in and say, I don't have an appointment, but do you have some time today? You can try using this expression if you need to see someone urgently, like if you have a hair emergency. So use this. I don't have an appointment, but do you have some time? Okay, the next expression is, I would like to dye my hair. I would like to dye my hair. Okay, so if you want to change the color of your hair, you can use this expression. I'd like to dye my hair, or I want to dye my hair. To be specific about the color, you can say, I want to dye my hair black, or I want to dye my hair blue, or I want to dye my hair pink. Whatever the color is can come after this expression. You can also say, I'd like to change the color of my hair, or I want to color my hair. These expressions are also okay. All right, next expression is, what kind of hairstyle do you recommend? What kind of hairstyle do you recommend? So this is an expression that you can use to ask your hairstylist for some advice. Maybe they can look at your hair type, they can look at the shape of your face, consider your needs, and help you to choose a hairstyle that's right for you. What kind of hairstyle do you recommend? Okay, the next expression is, can you make it look like this picture? Can you make it look like this picture? Okay, so in lots of cases, if you find a new style in a magazine or online or something like that, you might think to yourself, I should bring this to the hair salon. When you do that, you can point to the picture and say, can you make it look like this picture? Or you can also just say, I'd like this haircut. Can you do that? So showing something is a really helpful way to indicate what kind of style you want. You can do that with this expression. Can you make it like this picture? Okay, the next expression is, I would like to change my hair color. I'd like to change my hair color. So we talked about this expression a little bit earlier in I would like to dye my hair. This is a very general expression. I would like to change my hair color. So you should expect a follow-up. What kind of color are you thinking about? Or what color do you want to change it to? So again, if you want to change the color of your hair, this is another expression that you can use. All right, next expression is, can you show me different hairstyles? Can you show me different hairstyles? So this is something you can use if maybe you're not very prepared when you come to the hairstylist. If you need some advice or if you need to see a few different pictures to help you make a decision, you can ask your stylist for a few different hairstyles with this expression. Can you show me some different hairstyles? Okay, next expression is, can I get a mohawk? Can I get a mohawk? So a mohawk is a very specific hairstyle. It's one strip of hair in the middle of the head usually, and it's kind of tall, or some people like to have extremely tall, extremely spiky mohawks. But you can use this pattern to talk about any hairstyle you want. You can say, can I get a hairstyle? Can I get a bob, or can I get a bowl cut? Whatever type of cut you want, you can use this pattern to express it. Okay, next is, I'd like a cut and blow dry. I'd like a cut and blow dry. You can use this expression when you make your appointment or when you arrive at the hair salon. So a cut means a haircut, and blow dry means you want them to blow dry your hair as well. So it depends on the salon you go to. Maybe at some salons there's just a cut and no hair washing or no hair treatment options, whatever. If you want to be specific that you just want a cut, maybe a wash and a dry, you can use this expression to do that. Okay, next is, around what time will we be finished? Around what time will we be finished? You can ask your hairstylist this question if you want to know about when your appointment will be done. So if you're a very busy person or you have somewhere to be, you can ask your hairstylist about how long they expect the appointment to take. You can say, about what time will we be finished? All right, next is, does this price include shampoo? Does this price include shampoo? If you have questions about the prices at your hair salon, you can ask something like this. Does this price include shampoo? Or maybe, does this price include a style? Does this price include treatment? Whatever it is that you're looking for, if you have a question about the price and what it includes, you can use this pattern to do that. All right, that brings us to the end of the top 20 useful phrases for a hair salon. What did you think? You can let us know in